Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Searching for Sports Card. This will be episode 2 of our journey through 1989 Donruss. Of course, if you saw the first video, we got off to a red-hot start. We did pull the Randy Johnson. We did pull the Ken Griffey Jr. Several Hall of Famers. Also the Curt Schilling rookie. Not a Hall of Famer. Probably should be. May or may not get in. Time will tell on that. But without further ado, let's keep on ripping through these stacks of 89 Donruss. We're still, of course, looking for Ken Griffey Jr. That first one had some fisheye and some print issues, so we'd like to see a little better copy of that come out if possible. But all in all, we got off to a good start. Let's see if we can continue that now. Get our puzzle pieces out of the way. And we'll start things off with Dwayne Ward. Vince Coleman, heck of a base stealer. 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons in, and he had already amassed 150 steals. Teddy Higuera, Milwaukee Brewers legend. A few all-star games. Had some really quality years in Milwaukee. Lenny Dykstra. Ruben Sierra. Tom Niedenfuhr. Might have butchered that one a little bit, but that's what we do on this channel. Von Hayes. Ricky Jordan, that guy was everywhere back in the day. Chuck Krim, Alejandro Pena, Rick Dempsey, Ron Robinson, Randy Bush, Ozzie Guillen, and Pete Stanacek. Stanacek, another good name to butcher there. Tough start there, not even a single Hall of Famer in the first pack. Plenty of time left. Get the Undertaker back up there, send us some good vibes. Got Mike Lavalier sounds a lot cooler, so we're going to go with that. Kevin Seitzer, guy that was fairly highly touted at one time. Lloyd Mosby, Dick Schofield. Oh, there he is, Mr. Goggles, Chris Sabo. Look at the centering on that. Top notch. Tracy Jones. Chili Davis. Cecil Fielder. See if he had how many home run production was. 32 was his big year at 87. Of course, we know he did touch into the 50s a couple times. There's the base card of Mr. Sports Goggles, Rex Specs himself. Chris Sabo. Second year card, I believe, for him. Jack Clark. Alex Madrid. There's our first Hall of Famer, Ricky Henderson. Ricky Henderson always goes on the stand. Nobody was cooler than Ricky Henderson. Gerald Perry. Greg Swindell. This is a guy that I seem to remember having a lot of hype around him. I had a bunch of his stuff. Yeah, it looks like 88 was his first pretty good year. He was 12-4 with a 3.2 ERA. Mark Langston, there's a guy that had some quality seasons too. Struck out a lot of batters, pitched a lot of innings for the Mariners back then. All right, keep her moving. We got one Hall of Famer so far. Looking for some more Hall of Famer magic. Maybe still need to pull that Smoltz rookie too. Let's see what we can do here. Alex Sanchez, rated rookie. Juan Nieves. That rated rookie had so much power when I was like 9 or 10 years old. If a guy got a rated rookie, odds are I was probably going to collect a few of his cards. Glenn Hubbard. Some of them paid off. Most of them not so much. But John Fishel. Al Newman, Chris James, Jody Reed, Gerald Clark, Dwight Evans, John Franco, Jesse Orosco, Rich Gedman, Scott Sanderson, Craig Worthington. We're going to finish. No, look at that picture. That is something special right there. Luis de los Santos. All right, we're off to a tough start here with this stack. We still got 2, 4, 5 packs to go through, though, so still time to switch the momentum around here. Jose De Leon, Donnie Baseball, Diamond King, Bill Doran, Lou Whitaker. He goes on the stand. He should 100% be, on a shadow of a doubt, be in the Hall of Fame. Such a worthy candidate. 75 WAR, higher WAR than Ryan Sandberg, higher WAR than Roberto Alomar. Both those guys are in. It's time for him to do right by Lou Whitaker and add him as well. Bill Schroeder, Jack Morris, Ed Whitson. Oh, we got a little flip here. Rick Mahler, Bryn Smith, Frank DiPino, Jerry Reed, Scott Bradley, Brian Downing, Gerald Perry, Diamond King, and follow that up with a nicely centered Gerald Perry MVP. Look at that left to right. Beautiful. Nothing beats a nicely centered card. More puzzle pieces. Got Luis Aquino, Mark Clear, Jose Alvarez. We're off to a tough start here, guys. Nothing too spectacular coming out. Rolando Rooms, Brett Butler, Storm Davis, Junior Ortiz, Tim Laudner. There's a Mark Grace second-year card. Not a Hall of Famer, but iconic Cubs player. Pascual Perez, Danny Jackson. Everybody's going to say, oh, most hits in the 90s. He should be in the Hall of Fame for Mark Grace. Interesting statistic. I don't know if it's Hall of Fame worthy. He was a good player, but don't get me wrong. But I'm not. Take it or leave it. If he goes in, fine. If he doesn't go in, also fine. You know, I'm in that same position on Don Mattingly. I would say Don Mattingly was a more dominant player. Don Mattingly just didn't do it for as many years as Mark Grace. William Brennan, Jerry Brown. Sorry, stop rambling. Get on with the video, right? Wally Joyner, MVP, and Tim Foley. All right, 4 packs left. More puzzle pieces. We got Barry Lyons, Doug Drabeck, Hall of Famer George Brett, Hall of Famer Tom Glavine. It's probably our best pack yet. Who I think was... Oh, excuse me, I had to sneeze there. Sorry about that. I'm starting a little cold here. So, Rod Nichols, Will Clark, Carney Lansford, Bert Blyleven, Honorable Diamond Kings checklist. Pete Harnish got the rated rookie moniker back then. Bobby Witt, Kenny Williams, Darnell Cole, Benito Santiago, favorite of mine when I was a kid, and Oral Hershiser. All right, 3 packs left. Jose Rio, scoreless inning streak for Oral Hershiser. Mike Lavalier, Kevin Seitzer. Starting to run into a bunch of duplicates here. Kelly Gruber. Tony Armas. Another Mr. Sports Goggles Diamond King. Boy, they illustrated those beautifully too, didn't they? They got all the details in that artwork. Mike Fitzgerald. Johnny Ray. Pat Borders. Cal Daniels. John Candelaria. Phil Bradley. Hippolito Pena. He was another one of those guys I feel like you used to see in the baseball card magazine where kids would alter Hippolito Pena. Gerald Perry, excuse me, was the last one. All right, 2 packs to go. Still looking for John Smoltz. Maybe a better copy of that Ken Griffey Jr. card. Okay, see what we can do here. Greg Swindell, Henry Cotto, another Alex Sanchez rated rookie, Juan Nieves, Dave Henderson, Kevin Bass, that guy was everywhere back in those days, Steve Lombardozzi, Hall of Famer Mike Schmidt, Mike Greenwell, of course, guy I collected way too many cards of back then. Tim Flannery, Spike Owen, John Franco, Jesse Orozco, Dennis Lamp, and we'll finish that pack off with Scott Sanderson. All right, last pack. Not off to nearly as good a start or finish. We need one big one to come out of here to kind of salvage this stack. At least we got the stands full of Hall of Famers, but all in all, I wouldn't call this pile spectacular. Still fun though. It's like going back to my childhood. Need a bunch of penny candies from the Ben Franklin to go with these cards. Craig Worthington, Jerry Don Gleaton, Jose Oquendo, Vince Coleman Diamond Kings, Billy Hatcher, Hall of Famer Alan Trammell. I better put Alan Trammell on the stand. People on TikTok get mad when Alan Trammell doesn't go on the stand for some reason. Like disrespectful or something. Larry Anderson. Todd Froworth. I always remember this guy because Chris Berman, he got lit up one time, and Chris Berman, you know, his nickname said, Todd couldn't fro worth nothing. I don't know why that sticks in my brain, but it always does. Ed Whitson, Tony Pena, Dale Mahorchich. I have no idea. Dale Mahorchich, who knows? Whatever. You get the point. Keith Miller, Fred Lynn, Doug Jones, and we're going to finish off this episode with Milt Thompson. Hear the dog barking upstairs. She barks at everything and everybody. Anyways, quite a few Hall of Famers in here. Nothing notable as far as rookies go, but still a fun rip. I do enjoy going down some of these treasure wax boxes and trying to see if this is just like a stroll through memory lane for me. It's fun for me. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Leave a comment below. Let me know what your favorite card from 89 Donruss might be. I suspect Ken Griffey Jr. will get a lot of votes. Mine is probably the Randy Johnson, to be honest. But anyways, I'll stop rambling. I'll let you guys get out of here. We're closing in on that 15-minute mark, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. Till the next episode, keep on ripping.